right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's right. I'm going to hit you with all the sound effects. You know what? I bit the bullet. I am back on StreamYard. You know, they raised the prices, but after last week, a lot of you gave me some great input about the syncing of the audio and the video and all this stuff. And I didn't have that many issues with StreamYard. So here I am back at it on StreamYard. I know it's painful. Painful, these prices, I'm telling you. They charge like, if you pay the monthly for the 1080p stream, that sucker is $45 a month. Can you believe that? It is crazy. So anyway, we're gonna get into it. We got a lot to go over today. I already see some comments. Thank you everybody for showing up. We're gonna talk about cameras. We're talking about photography, and we're gonna talk about, that's right, tariffs. All right. But before we get into it, let's get some stuff taken care of. Okay. First is, make sure you go ahead and follow me on all the socials. That's right. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I think I'm like the only 2 people. I don't know how many people are on Threads. And I am on TikTok. Yes, I'm not pop locking. I'm not doing a funny dance, but I am posting videos at least 3-4 a week or something like that is kind of my average. And I'm on X or Twitter or whatever it is. It's still Twitter to me, but whatever. It's called X. Such a horrible name. But either way, I am on there posting to no one, I'm sure. Either way, check me out on the socials. All the links are down below in the description section, by the way. And then, of course, if you haven't already, I did a live stream. It was a very short one. It was for like 45 minutes or so, but I did where I was testing out the Godox V100 speed light. That speed light is actually really good. I am actually enjoying testing it out. I'm actually very impressed with it. So you go ahead and check out that. I was there with Sierra in San Francisco. You can check out the live stream. It is on my channel. Check it out after this here podcast. Come on now, people. Don't do it now. Please stay with me. And then we also have my other video, Nikon Z8 versus the C6 III. Now, I chose this because honestly, I own both cameras. So it's pretty easy to give a very fair comparison and also opinion based on my experience and the performance of both these cameras. Now, someone gave me a great suggestion of, hey, the Z5 II compared to the Z6 III would be a really good comparison. I totally agree. I haven't gotten a Z5 II yet, so I think that if I did a comparison, it would just be based off of specs, really. And I'd rather at least have some shooting time with it before I bring you that, but I will for sure bring it to you. All right. Let's see here. But as I said, in the meantime, you go ahead and check out that video. It's a nice, straight to the point. I think it's 5 minutes tops. But for those that don't really understand maybe the pros and cons of each or the kind of photography you do, I just do a basic comparison. It was kind of fun doing it, but I'll be doing more comparison videos in the future, especially with lenses, because there's so many, third-party companies kicking butt. You got Sure, you got Viltrox, you got Youngyo. So it's like it's going to be much easier to do comparison lens videos just because there's so many great brands that are doing a fantastic job. All right. One thing I'd like to get my hands on is the 135 Viltrox f1.8 lens and test it against the Plena. That would be pretty dope. That'd be a good comparison video. Let's see here. And if you enjoy this stream and would like to see it more, let me tell you, it is not cheap doing this stream. It just is not. Okay. And by no means necessary. It's $45 for the stupid StreamYard, all this cool stuff and whatnot. I got my new apartment, I got a separate room just to create this content. And I'm not sitting here asking for pity parade or nothing, but at the same time, someone has to make the content, right? And if you enjoy it, I say, hey, support if and when you can through super chats, super stickers, or become a member of the channel. I only have one level now. Okay. Only one level. I was like, screw it. I'm going to make this thing stupid simple for everybody and only have it for $2.99. That's right. Let me say it again. It's only $2.99 a month. Okay, that's less than coffee. You can't even get coffee for $2.99 anymore. Maybe at McDonald's or something. But it helps to support the channel so that I can continue to bring you not only more content, but most importantly, what I want to do is go to places, go to NAB next year for sure, as well as WPPI. And your support can dramatically help me there. I will be looking for sponsors, and if you see that I'm doing more sponsored videos, well, it's because daddy's got to pay these bills. Okay, that's what I gotta do. Where's my rim shot around here? Okay, there we go. What else is there? And of course, if you're doing portrait photography, just like me, I have my first set of fashion photography Lightroom presets available on my website, robertsilverphotography.com. That is also a fantastic way to support this channel if you want something to take away versus just, super chatting. Because, when you super chat or anything like that, you know what happens? Google already takes 30% off the top. So I don't keep, I keep, if it's $2.99, I only keep $2. So, I don't know what to tell you. It's robbery, but it is what it is. Okay. But the Lightroom presets, it's through PayPal. So they only keep 3%. So it's a much different situation. And again, all of it goes directly to benefit this channel so I can bring you more content. All right. Enough of that stuff right there. Let's go check out some comments, shall we? Let's do the comments. Okay. Let's start from the top. We got Roy in the house. Come on now. And we got Mark Tisdale. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We got A Good. What's up? Hey, Anthony, it's really good to see you. I thought we were supposed to link up and chop it up over something after WPPI. What's up, my guy? Robert, I'm on vacation. Oh, well, that's why you didn't hit me up, man. Okay. Woo-wee. Yeah. Shout out to you in Hawaii, brother. Shout out. Spicy pricey. Yes, it is. Yes. StreamYard is no joke, folks. $45 a month. I mean, that is just crazy. They used to have the $25 one when I was streaming more regularly. It was $25. So, inflation's hitting us all. But I do enjoy these live streams. I like connecting with all of you. I like to hear your opinion. And you guys inspire me a lot. I live in David says, I live in Canada, so our only tariff problems are with the U.S. Sorry to hear it. I'm just a, squirrel trying to get a nut in the photography game. And Raw Deal says, what it do from Stone Mountain, Georgia? Boy, I sounded really corny the way I said it. But hey, brother, it's really good to see you, man. I need to come check out Atlanta. Okay, I do a lot of filmmaking. I would love to come check out Atlanta, see what it's about. And, I do have plans on moving more toward the Midwest. So definitely keep in touch, man. Good to see you. Let's see here. What else do we have? Mark Tisdale says Z8 is life. Yeah, the Z8 is amazing. I mean, if you have a Z8, you're pretty set for some time. That's for sure. David Stewart says, I have 3 Zs. I don't need a Z6 Mark III. Well, okay. I totally understand. I absolutely love mine. Okay. I love mine. By the way, I'm actually wearing a Nike. Look at that shirt right there. Come on, everybody. Yeah. I got it I forgot how long ago I got it, like 2 or 3 years ago. But anyway, I use a lot of Nikon shirts as my everyday shirt. It's really corny, but it is what it is. Manila Mark comes in from the Philippines. Hey, good to see you. Mark Tisdale, the Plena. Take a drink. Ooh, wait, you know it, brother. I love that Plena. I still think it's one of Nikon's best prime lens that they've made in the Z mount. The 85-1.2 would probably be second. But yeah, the 85-1.2 is definitely more practical, right? But that Plena is just so juicy. Juicy. We got Roy in the house. QQQ. Did you think King Donald would do his insider trading thing again at the end of 90 days? I guarantee, brother. I think when it slipped that he was like, it's gonna be good buying season or whatever he said on his platform. He already told the world what time it was. And I already knew. I mean, every time there's a financial tragedy, why do millionaires and definitely billionaires always come out on top? Like, it's never bad for them. So, you do the math, follow the money, Um, Mark Tizil says, "You moving, my guy?" Yeah, I'm gonna be moving, still US, but we have plans to move more, like it might be Michigan, something like that. Okay. So I thought I told you, Mark. I could have sworn I did. But anyway, Mark Man's in the house. Yeah. Good to see you, man. Good to see you again. Let's see here. I think that catches us up with all the action. Oh, SJ's back. Look at that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think Randy Savage has something for you, SJ.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yep, that's what he says every time. The only holds the titled until Nikon makes a 105-1.4. You know what? That was my favorite prime lens. I absolutely love that lens. I only sold it because the autofocus with the adapter didn't work as best when I was using it with the D850, right? I just couldn't stand not having the top performance out of that lens. The adapter was cool, but like there was some hunting and there was some other issues where I was just like, okay, I have to sell it. So I traded it in, that 105-1.4, but that Plena, magnifique, so good to see you, SJ. Oh, okay. Been thinking Tennessee. Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. You got to do what you got to do. You got a family, so you got to do what you got to do. We got Izzy in the house. Izzy Real. Since the release of the Z8 in 2003, the Z7 II has been under the radar and has a great 45 megapixel sensor for portraits, landscapes. I have this camera and the Z8, and both cameras are great to use. Yes, I absolutely. You know what? I actually do miss that ZF. It was such a cool camera to walk around with, and I like the 40 mil f2.0 lens. I thought that lens was super swaggy with the 28 f2.8. Like, that's such a great little camera, just keeping it nice and compact for travel. It was pretty awesome, and the video autofocus was actually surprisingly pretty damn good. I made a blog while I was at WPPI with it. So little did you guys know. Roy says Nikon's 28 to 135 millimeter PZ is a very interesting lens. Yes, I want to test it out. I heard mixed reviews about it. Um, just like certain modes may turn off the PZ and all this other stuff. But overall, I would love to have it on my Z6 Mark III. Reason why is the Z6 Mark III is nice and compact and light and really cool for handheld run and gun situations, which I do a lot. So that's the camera I'd put it on. Shout out to the Plena. All right, now enough of that, because people start. I got a comment last week that I talked to you guys too much, and they said skip 30 minutes after he talks. All right, so let's get right to the business. Let's talk about some photography news, shall we? Let's get to it. Okay, here we go. And oh, my bad, guys. Yep, there we go. And here we go. Here's the first piece. All right. Panasonic. Wait, let me make sure you guys can see this bad boy. Yep. All right, let's talk about it. So Panasonic L-mount cine camera. Oh, in May 13th, this particular vlogger who is all about L-mount, he says he's confirmed it. Finally, I have some reliable info from trusted sources. May 13th, they'll introduce a new full-frame L-mount camera. It looks very much like the FX30. And it looks like it's going to be straight up for those who want run and gun. It looks like there's four right up top here. Let me see if you guys can see my cursor. Whoops. Can you guys see my cursor when I move it? Probably not. But it looks like there's four 1/4-inch screws right up top there, which is interesting. I wish there was one on the side somewhere. But this looks very interesting. I'm not sure if that picture is a real picture, right? You know, AI and everything. But the news that they are coming out with something, to me, is good. And here's my opinion why. Because this is what Panasonic is about. This is what people trust them in, is great video. And I think they need to double down. Matter of fact, quadruple down on video. All their cameras are going to be really good for photos. I think most of these camera companies get it. That's why Nikon is like doubling down on video, but no one forgets that they still do great optically or for still images. And I think Panasonic needs to do that, because that's one area people trust them through and through, is in video, right? With the GH5 coming out with mirrorless cameras first, let's be honest, and stabilization. They're trusted in the broadcast game. I think they need to quadruple down, because I find myself using S5 Mark II a lot because I love the interface and the features. They're very feature rich, and cameras in their category don't have the built-in features that they do. And you saw with the S1R2, they now have false colors built into it. That's game changing if you're a videographer and want correct, accurate skin tone exposure. So I think that this is a smart move, and go hard. Right now, they need something that is more competitive in the prosumer and, you know, people who are serious about cinematography style cameras. A really good box camera would be fantastic right now, because you have Pixis killing the game. You have Blackmagic killing the game for sure, giving us a 6K box camera for $30,000, which a couple months ago was $2,500. So I think Panasonic needs to make some really aggressive moves and triple down on not only what they're great at, but also what the industry really trusts them at, which is video. So that's my take on it. Triple down, quadruple down on the L-mount Alliance. They got the lenses from Sigma and all these other people, Sue-Ray now and everything else. Concentrate on great freaking cinematic bodies that produce great video. Blackmagic produced that Pixis 12K, which has zero crop at 12K, 8K, 6K, 4K. Are you? Oh, and it was only $5,000 for a day, but it was $49.99. So if they could do it for $5,000, I know Panasonic can. So I'm really excited to see the release of this camera. Let's yeah, I'm really excited because they need it. Let's go to the next thing. Check this one out. Hold on. There we go. I'm trying to. Okay. Oh, geez. Look what it did. Give me a second, everybody. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about Sony for a second, believe it or not. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. So here we go. Sony is about to release a 50 to 150 millimeter f2.8 G Master lens. So that's going to be probably a great optical lens. The only thing that gets me is, as we all know, Tamron has the 35 to 150 f2.0, right? This one's, as it says here, it's going to be heavier and bigger and a lot more expensive than Tamron. I think Tamron's still not going to lose a lot of market in this focal range. The one thing is that I'm not gonna lie, like I love a 50. You guys know I love a 50 millimeter lens. Like it's my favorite prime lens for Lumix, as well as to use right now, as well as in Nikon, right? That was my first prime lens in the Z mount. And it's great, but if I wanted a run and gun zoom lens, like a 24 to 120, 24 to 105, a 50 to 150 is definitely, I'm not going to pick that up as quick than a 35 to 150 by Tamron, right? And if I'm still optically getting great images, I think it gets a little cramped real quick. I like the range, but I don't know why they just didn't do a 35, right? And do a G Master version. Um, Maybe it costs more to do 35 for them at 2.0, but I just think that extra 15 millimeters is really needed, right? A 35 is a great, walk around and street travel, etc. That's fine. I can work with that. But even with my 24 to 120 on a Z, I really love that range. Now that is a true travel lens for me. And I just can't see myself feeling comfortable as an everyday walk around. This might be something for like, you're at events or something and maybe you don't need a super wide. That's cool. That'll work it. But is it worth the price though? Because again, Tamron, let me see how much Tamron's is. Tamron's is only 1,600. Okay. So I just don't see if it's going to be 2,500, 2,300. There's no way I'll pass up the Tamron. That's just me. Do any of you think this lens is a good idea? Come on now, people. Give me some answers, all right? Yeah, let's talk about it. What do you think about this lens? Would you pay over $2,000 for this lens if you're a Sony shooter out there? I think I have like one Sony watcher. Okay. But go ahead and drop your your comments, please. I want to know. Is this lens worth it? Or is it just some hype? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's get to some comments here. Let's get some comments. Where was I? Since the release? Nope, we got that. The 28 to 135 PZ is. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Oh yeah, Roy says the Z6 III is great, but it's not a Z8. No, you're not lying. You're absolutely not lying. It is definitely not. But as they say, an ounce is a pound, right? So you carry that thing for 6 hours. Sometimes you will feel the difference, and you may not need Z8. You may not need 8K, right? So therefore, you get a lighter package. It's a little bit cheaper. Most people don't need over 6K. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine with a Z6 III. Save some money, get an extra lens. Boom, bada bing. That's just what I think. Okay, but I could be totally wrong. I'm crazy. I'm just a guy on YouTube yelling about cameras. Mark says, hopefully small rig can really beef that up. Agreed. The Panasonic has always done amazing video. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, that's just the way I feel. And we got drunk wedding photographer, Mushi. Hey. Whoop. Oh, excuse me. Hold on now. Where is my sound effects? There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And then Manila Martin comes in. Nice to see Panasonic introduce new cameras. Here in the Philippines, they are loaning the S9 to creators who want to give it a try. It's great to see Panasonic looking for content creators here. That's awesome. I need to come by the Philippines and borrow that camera. I have 1050. Dang, that's what's up. That is crazy. Okay, where is my explosion? 1050 mils. That's amazing. I have two. Roy says America voted for tariffs and certainly got their money's worth. Yes, indeed. 28 to 135 is a great video range. No, you're absolutely right. That's why I was thinking like a 50. That just seems a little cramped for a lot of situations. You know, you're gonna be doing headshot kind of video, you like close-ups real quick. It doesn't give you a lot of latitude for cramped spaces. That's just my opinion when I'm shooting video. But I love a 50. But I usually do interviews with a 50 and like an 85, something like that. So if I can't go wider than that, that really hinders me creatively. Mark Tisdale Jr. says, I'd say it's probably good value. Well, it's probably going to be optically fantastic. I don't know about the value if the Tamron is $15.99. So if it's 2,100 or something like that, I'd save $600. Buy another lens. You get two lenses. We're gonna make American great again, Mr. Bigsby. We did vote this. Mostly the media and boomers are mad at anything the president does. Well, that's for sure. I only got upset because I saw Black Magic's price go up. I was like, damn, what the heck's going on? That was the only time I got upset was when they hit the camera they hit camera companies, because I was really looking at that Pixis 12K. I mean, for $5,000, that Pixis 12K, I don't need 12K. But some of you may know I shoot films. And right now, I just wrote a short film, and we're about to start filming in a couple of weeks for another short film. So I have like projects lined up. That 12K would be great for a feature and to future-proof the project. That would be magnificent. And that it has zero crop in 12, 8, 6, and 4K. Oh my God. That's for $5,000. That's hard to beat. That's hard to beat. I mean, Dave said, I don't find my Z9 heavy with long primes. I carry it all day. Well, you know what, Dave? Look, you're stronger than me. Okay, my back. All right. Roy, the Z8 is a perfect size, enough weight to be stable, yet still fits my hands. Now, if you're shooting stills, I absolutely get it. But when you rig it, okay, when you rig the camera with the cage, the handle, the monitor, all the accessories, the wires, the V-mount battery, the battery plate, the base plate, dude, I'm trying to tell you, you'll feel it. You'll feel the difference. Agreed. Save money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Tamron's going to be hurting when that lens comes out at all. There'll be a few Sony fanboys that will get it because it's a Sony, but overall, I think Tamron's in a better position that will serve more people with E-mount cameras. So shout out to that lens. Craig C. Hey peeps, what's happening? What's going on, brother? Uh-oh. Craig is in the house. All right. Yeah, Tamron is definitely 100%. It is definitely the way to go. Real quick, everybody, as you know, let me just put this down here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and smash that bell icon so that you can get notifications from our upcoming content. There's a very good chance I'm going live tomorrow. I want to do high-speed photography with, come on now, with, okay, here we go, with the V100. Real quick, this is really random, but I gotta make this announcement, okay? If you have the Godox V100 right here, let me see. There we go. Okay, this thing is actually pretty kick-ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's touchscreen and everything. This thing's great. Okay, I did an unboxing video on my YouTube, so you go check it out. It's a YouTube short. Now, see this big old round head? If you'll see in my live stream photo shoot, didn't bring the right bracket because I didn't know I needed a larger bracket to fit this. It's a Bowens bracket. So I found this one right here. I immediately went home and bought it. And the difference is, like, this is great. Can you see this, guys? All right. This is great for the 8200 Pro, etc. Okay. But you need to be able to take this piece out. You need to take that piece out. And now look, it's round, which can then Now fit the head in there. Okay. Well, I got to unscrew it some more. Okay. Now it fits. That's what she said. There you go. Okay. So if you do get the 81, if you get the Godox V100, get this bracket, and I will be leaving a link when I post a review video of this speed light with this bracket. It is a mandatory must to have this if you want to use your soft boxes with it. Otherwise, the ironically, it's a Godox bracket. It's built well. Like, it's actually built really well. I've had some knockoffs, and this one's actually pretty solid. All right, so this just slides back if you want to put it back and use it with your 8200. Boom, bada bing, or a regular speed light, your traditional speed light. All right. They didn't tell me to show that. I'm just showing it to you because, what do you call it? A public service announcement. Okay. Let's turn this thing off. Anywho, let's turn it. So, like I said, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, you already know. If you enjoy this channel or anything like that, feel free to send a super chat, super sticker. It really helps out the channel to keep it going and to at least take care of the bare necessities so that I can continue to do this every Thursday, 5:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:00 wherever you're at on the East Coast. All right. Let's get back to the biz. Oh, I see a comment here. Let me see what this is all about. Round flash heads tend to produce an uneven light pattern. Well, I haven't. Well, because I didn't have a bracket, I couldn't put a softbox on it during my live stream. So I was like, screw it. Let's see how it works bare bulb, right? And I just shot it like this. I had it connected to its little foot onto a light stand, and I just shot it bare bulb. And the photos came out really, really nice. I'll be posting them. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'll be posting them in the community tab, but they came out really nice. Of course, the lighting is a little bit harsher, obviously, direct flash, but dude, it gave a different kind of a vibe to it, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So, it's sometimes you try to modify, shape the light the best you can, but then sometimes you got to work with what you got, right? Drunk Wedding Photographer says we need to come together like the gamer community and demand low prices. Nintendo tried to be slick with the $90 games. Gamers are savage. Ooh, that is a great point. That is a great point. Some companies I noticed are more, how can I say, liberal or flexible when it comes to throwing sales on their cameras, and some are just not, right? But you're absolutely right. We need to stand together and say, hey, we don't want that. I think that's what happened when Black Magic rose the price initially 32% due to the tariff in Australia. And then 2 days later, it dropped down to 10% plus the original price. So I think, because I know I was one of them, I posted everywhere. I posted on their channel, on their IG. I posted on their through Twitter and everything else. I was like, this is ridiculous. I was about to get it for $5,000. I'm no longer even going to consider it when it's $6,500. Heck to the no. Okay. Out of your mind. Oh, Nintendo's going the Apple route, and we can't let camera companies do the same. Yeah, we definitely can't. Thankfully, that's why I like to see competition. If we get to the point where we only have 3 companies, that's already right there. Mark, what is it? Right, the writing on the wall. Once we have the 3 companies, and then 2, and then it's just 2 big ones fighting it out. Well, right now we have Sony, Nikon, and Canon at the top, and then you have Panasonic and everybody else. But when I see new companies starting to make headroom, I really celebrate that, because that helps to keep things affordable, and because we have options. And when the consumers have options, then guess what? That's competition, and then we win in that case. Okay. I might have to hide this chat. I don't want to get booed. I don't want to get booted. Don't worry about it, man. You're good to go. It's a safe space. Okay. It's a safe space. Say what you want. All right, let's get back to the biz. Oh, last thing, Roy. Roy says Australia doesn't have a trade deposit. It's in surplus, but it still got tariffed, and so did our penguins. Wow. Well, that's sad. Okay. I didn't know Australia, like really, like Australia, like certain places, Australia, England, and like, or longtime allies. Like I don't get the allies part. That like China, I already knew what the whole. I know who he's gunning for ultimately is China, right? But like our allies, Canada, really, like I didn't understand that. It's just blanket tariffs on everybody. I get he wants to bring manufacturing back, but if you guys watch, dude, if you watch the video on what channel was it on YouTube? It was the not Petapixel. Oh, F Stoppers. They talked about how tariffs affected them, and then he talked about the cost of trying to bring manufacturing his hot sauce bottle to America versus having it done somewhere else. And it was astronomical how much more it cost them just to bring it back to America. And we cost a lot to have on salary compared to most countries, especially when it comes to manufacturing. And it's really hard to beat that, the economics, the numbers, the kids don't lie. And so it's really hard. And then we've based our economy on being a consumer based economy, and and relying on other countries to be the manufacturing based economy, like a China, Mexico, et cetera, et cetera. And that is just, we're just a global economy. um and we still were winning. I mean, America's still winning in terms of economies compared to others. So I just hope things figure itself out. But what can we do? We could just talk about it and complain on this live stream. Yeah, that's right, Manila. Philippines got tariff too. I don't see the lot. Yeah, I know. What? I don't get the Philippines part. All right, let's get to some of the stuff I want to talk about. Let's talk about the main event. Okay, let me see if I got my sound on this dang main event. Um, let's see here. Go to media, and let's see if we got the main event. There you go, guys. That is your money, your support at work. That graphic right there. Okay, I made it in Canva. Let's get to the first thing. Okay. Now we're talking about tariffs. We all know basically the gist of it. You know, it's either 10 to whatever percent that Trump is implementing on anything coming into America. China, I think the latest thing with China is like 100 something, 140%. I mean, it's just going to go to like 1,000%. China raises it, we raise it, China raises it, we raise it. And you know what? China and America need each other the most. That's the most hilarious thing. They both need each other on a whole nother desperate level. It's crazy. So with that said, check what I found. Check this out, guys. All right, let me go here. Boom. Look what I found. Check that out. Okay. I'm not sure who had the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I absolutely love it. I bought the creator combo last June. I love this thing, man. I got it right here. I love it. It is so good for vlogging, great video. It is a great camera. You got the microphone, 4K 120. Like it's great. It's great. Great focusing. They just updated the firmware so it has mid telephoto zoom. I mean, this thing is cool. It was $630 originally. Okay? Let me say that one more time. $630. And I thought that was a little pricey because the Pocket 2 was $499 for the creator combo. So it was like $630. I was like, dang, man, that's almost $150 more dollars. And after like 6 months or whatever, and I was like, you know what? And after WPPI for sure, because I really needed a vlogging camera at the last year's. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull the trigger. So I got it for $630. Now it's $7.99. There is absolutely no way on this planet I can confidently recommend someone who wants an outstanding travel-friendly vlogging camera to create content with vertical and horizontal video. I can't recommend this. I can't. There's no way for $7.99 you just buy a camera. You go buy the what was that Canon camera we're looking at? We're looking at a Canon. Oh, R50V. I would tell you to buy this instead. I would tell you to buy this camera right here instead. For $800, I would tell you to buy this. I've never shot with Canon. I don't have any relationship with them. Shout out to them. They make great stuff. Their autofocus is outstanding. The colors are great. Very well trusted in video. Zero issues with Canon. I would tell you to buy this if you're vlogging. It's a better built, it's going to be rugged, durable, still compact, interchangeable lenses, APS-C. It has a bigger sensor in it for $50 more. Get yourself a 50 f1.8 lens, only $199. RF mount. That's what I would recommend. There's no way I can say, hey, this is a great buy right here. That's crazy. So that's one way. And DJI being a Chinese-based company, they've been gunning for DJI for some time anyway, right? Because of their drones. They've been gunning for them. And then now, TikTok and all these other companies and whatnot. That is crazy. $799. Would you recommend this to somebody? Come on now, guys. John Ishii says, whoops, let me go to this one. I was in China 3 months ago. USA is like the back hills of Ozarks compared to China. We can't make nothing. We're going to suffer big time. Trump hates China. Vance calls them peasants. Okay, now that's just downright disrespectful. That's just arrogance and disrespect right there. Okay. I would love to visit China, quite honestly. I think because I love history, I'll go berserk with my cameras and everything. Just the historicalness of China is a very immense history. I would love to check it out. Seriously, I'd tell them I'm from Canada or something. That's what I would do. Roy says the DJI 1-inch sensor is very impressive, especially in their drones. Oh, 100%. DJI makes superb, very user-friendly products. No doubt about it. I love my drone. I got the Pocket 3. I have a bunch of crap from them, quite honestly, a little too much. And I have the Osmo for my phone, the little stabilizer. I have 2 Ronin stabilizers for cameras, the RS3 Mini, RS3 Pro. It's like their stuff just works. And it's built well. And the prices are fair. But when I saw that price, $799 for that Pocket 3, crazy. But again, yeah. But Roy, look, 1-inch sensor. That's why I said go get that Canon. Go get that Canon for $50 more. Now you have an APS-C sensor. And it's still compact. It'll fit in your bag real easily. Roy says, my Z8 makes a great webcam. Oh, yeah, 100%. All the videos you guys been seeing me do have been on the Z6 Mark III. I love the Z8. I've definitely shot with that for some YouTube videos. It's a little overkill for YouTube. Tell you the truth, if I had a Z30 with a Z5 Mark II autofocus on it, I would get that and just use that to make videos all day with. I like the size. For vlogging, I like the size a lot. John Ishii, I will make all my content on a Pocket 3 worth every penny. 100%. That's why I'm glad I have it. I didn't buy it. But would you buy it for $799? Would you buy it right now for $799? That's the question. The Pocket 3 will cost double now. Yeah, I mean I can't do it. I wouldn't tell you to do it. I would find something else. Look, I'm sitting here mentioning Canon. What have you guys ever hear me talk about and recommend Canon. That's how bad that pricing is. It got me talking about other brands I don't even use. For around $850, you can get a 50-1.8 and the new art. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right here. I mean, where did it go? That's what I'm saying with this. There's just no way for $850 right there. Look at that. That's pretty good. Okay. The USA needs China more than China needs the USA. DJI products pricing is going to skyrocket. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. I just bought a cine lens set from Suray while it was on Kickstarter, and I'm so glad I paid for it before all this tariff stuff. I got such a wonderful deal for 3 cine lenses. I am so happy. So yeah, I think it's going to hit a lot of our favorite China brands. But think about it: Youngyo, Viltrox. I think it's going to hit Sigma too, not as hard as the China brands. What other lenses companies? Excuse me, Suray, right? And Canon always does a good job at picking up the young on a budget crowd. 100%. And if you're just vlogging, that camera's clutch. That camera's great. $850. I would recommend that camera all dang day. Wish I could test it out, quite honestly. I'm trying to get a cine lens before it gets crazy. Yes, do that. I would go, if you're trying to get a cine lens, Suray now has a whole set. It's called Vision Prime. Vision Prime. Let me see if I can pull that up for you right quick. Okay. Suray. Markman, check this out. Okay. If you want a cine lens, this is what I recommend for you, because you have a Z8. Look, it comes with, where is it? Jesus. It comes with threads for the Z mount. Look at that. Z mount cine lens. Only 67 millimeter filter thread right here. Very compact. Perfect. T1.4 full frame lenses, cine lenses. It comes with an L, RF, and Z mount adapters right there. Okay. I got the whole set. Mine's delivers tomorrow. The whole set is $18.99. You best get on them before something happens. I was able to get it for like $1,500 if you supported the Kickstarter. I was like, screw that, I'll get them, because this set means I can use it with all my Z cameras on my Nikon and Lumix cameras. Done deal. I paid it immediately. I was literally the third backer when they started that Kickstarter. I was like, screw that, I'm buying the whole set. So I will be doing a review with the Nikon Z6 Mark III and the Z8. So don't worry, stay tuned. These lenses, woo-wee. Okay. So Markman, go check those out. Check them out. Let's go back here. See what else we got over here. Most Tesla are made in China, but I bet no one who regrets that. Yeah, but I know who regrets that decision. Yeah, I bet. Exactly, Janishi. Buy now. If you can, now is the time for sure. If you can, now is the time. Because the Pixis and the Pixis 12K went up in price and everything, I'm actually considering just buying another Lumix S5 Mark II, because the specs are very, I mean, I already did a video on this. The S5 Mark II X and the Pixis 6K are virtually internally identical to the T. So I was like, why would I spend an inflated price because of the tariffs on a camera that doesn't really outperform? It's just a box camera, the convenience of a box camera, but I'm paying right now. S5 Mark II body alone is only $1,500. Oh shit! I'll get 2 of those, and now I have an A cam and a B cam. Yes, Mark. Man, if you need me to, If you need me to send you the link, let me know. Okay, I'll send you the link to that. Matter of fact, I'll post it right now. Let's see here. I don't get any affiliate anything. I just want to share this with you guys. Okay, here we go. Suray for Nikon Z mount. There we go. And there you go. I just posted the link. If you guys want to check those lenses out for yourself, that's up to you. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Craig says if the Z8 drops to $33.95 with Nikon's 24-month zero financing, I'm grabbing it. That Z8 is, that Z8 is phenomenal. I mean, it's a beast. It's a great freaking camera, period. It's still the camera I pick up for photos. Like, that's the camera I pick up for clients. I have a client on Saturday. I'm picking that Z8 up. It just never nothing ever goes wrong with that camera. I don't do major, I'm not out in the wilderness or anything with it, but it's just such a tried and true and reliable camera. It's a beast. Also, buy stocks, guys. Dollar cost averaging. Yes. No, you're absolutely right. Bring that number down. I'm looking at certain things. I got a couple alerts right now on a few things I have money in. And things are on sale. It's sale time. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. Hey, brother, thank you so much. I don't think Suray does affiliate links or anything. Let me see if, hold on. Let me see right here. Suray. Brother, I appreciate you even saying that, man. Their Vision Primes, since they just came out, aren't even on Amazon right now, because that's the way I could have gotten a little 3%. I think I would have got 4% or something like that. But that's all it is for cameras and lenses. If you guys see photography content creators like push affiliate links to Amazon, we only get at the most 4%. Okay. And that's like 2 months later. Okay. They don't pay us out that night. We're not walking away and like, we convinced these fools to buy something. Like, I'm telling you, hell no. We get 4% at most. If I want to make real money, I would peddle fashion and beauty. They give you 8 and 10%. If I was telling you to go buy a stupid shirt on Amazon, that'd be, me trying to get over. That's why those fashion beauty bloggers, they make all the money, because the affiliate link, they just pay twice or 3 times as much as photography stuff. So I'm just saying, every dollar counts and it's appreciated. That's all. I'm only short 250 mil lenses to complete my collection. We'll be buying this weekend. Bye. Hey, man, it's a flash sale. I wish I had an effect, sound effect for that.
Here comes the money.
There you go.
Money talks.
Hey, there you go. Money talks. I dumped my Apple stock last month. Made good money. Hello. There you go, John. Absolutely. Let's take a look at another thing here. What's the other thing I want to mention? I thought I wanted to mention something else. Okay, here's the thing I want to talk about. Okay, let's go to that. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So as you all know, Blackmagic is the first camera company to increase U.S. prices because of tariffs. Who do you think would be the next camera brand to do just that? Who do you think? Who do you think would it be? Would it be Nikon? Would it be Panasonic? Would it be Sony? And do you think they would actually do it? Do you think these companies would do it? Because obviously Blackmagic had to backpedal. They rose it 32%, right, on a Pixis 12K, and then backpedaled back to only 10%, right? Instead of being $49.99, now it's like $54.99. And if they do, who do you think it would be that who would dare to raise the rates next? Well, I guess I could kind of say DJI because they just did it with the Pocket 3, but they didn't do it on they didn't do it on all their products yet. Oh, Markman says Sony. Shots fired. Damn. That's a guy who shoots Nikon. Look at that. Oh, Drunk Wedding Photographer says Sony as well. Dang. Okay. Wow. I'm so glad I don't shoot either. I don't shoot Sony. I could see that. Let's see. I think Canon will be the last one if they all do it. Whoo-wee. Now, why do you think so? Why do you guys think Sony would be the first one? Wow. Okay. That's 3 for Sony already. Why do you think Sony, out of all of them, would be the first company, the second, excuse me, to start raising their rates? Even though we all saw the backlash and a negative press that hit Black Magic. I'm curious. Dang, okay. I think Nikon will not have any more sales. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. They may not raise the prices, but they'll stop having sales. Thus, the 20% difference, or 10% or 15% or whatever it is. That's an interesting strategy. But why do you think Sony, though? Why Sony would be the next one? Okay. Yeah. Why Sony? Is it something about Sony? Is it the name? Is it because it's in Japan? Is it because they want to make a million models of the same camera so that you buy the next one with a very slight update? Why Sony? Out of all the brands, do you think would raise their rates next? Because Sony has shitty customer service as it is, good products, but no good support. Wow. Okay. So, and Markman says, because what the do in video games and their fan base just support. Oh, got it. So you're saying because of the video games. Yeah, I can see that. Excuse me. Do you really want an honest answer to why, Sony? I do. I actually do. I actually do. There's the last question of the evening. I want to know. Okay. David says, it all depends on the stock on hand. Cameras that are moving slower will be the last ones to raise prices. Ooh, now that, my friend, get yourself a coin. All right, buy some stock with that, Dave. Buy some stock with that one. Drunk Wedding Photographer says, and because they pulled the rug on digital purchases in their game library. Oh, wow. Dang. Look at this dirt. And then John Ishii says, I agree. Drunk. Put you on hold. Wow. Yeah, that's a very good. See, what I appreciate about these live streams is I learn a lot from you guys as well. So this is great conversation. I love it. Dang, I didn't know Sony's might be the first one to fold. I think Panasonic would be one of the last ones to do it. I think because, if you're not on the top of the pack, you don't have that demand, that hardcore drive of people wanting to go pull your product right off the shelf. They'd be the last ones to do it. It would hurt their market share even more, which is great because I like Panasonic, and it means I can still buy their stuff at a good price. So, by the way, go to your local retailers. If you do choose to take advantage of our current prices, go to your local retailers. They're going to be hit absolutely the hardest when it comes to all this. Just remember, I worked at Mike's Camera for 2 years. And the profit margin for cameras and lenses at your local retailer, and I'm not talking about Best Buy or Target, is 5 to 10% at most. 10%. It's very small margin. You got to support these stores before they disappear and you only buy stuff from Best Buy, Amazon, or some, used gear someone got. And I think these tariffs, if it hit across the board on all these brands, are going to really obliterate a lot of mom and pop shops. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about making a purchase and you want to take advantage, support these local folks. And the best way to support them is buy accessories. Okay? Buy a battery, buy an extra battery, buy a lens filter or whatever, because that is where it really helps them to stay in business, because most of these mom and pops are, guess what? Privately owned. You're helping people out. And a lot of people, rare do I go to a mom and pop camera shop and you don't see at least one or two or three of them that really have been in photography for a long time. I go to Best Buy and I'll be happy. I'll be happy if the kid knows how to put a battery into this damn camera. Okay. It's always a kid that's like, a freshman in college or something, trying to help me out with a camera. You believe that? So yeah, support your local. Sigma is more like 25%. Dang. I feel bad for local mom and pop camera shops. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Support them. I want to support Mike's, but they don't make deals. Well, I put out the public announcement. You guys do what you want to do. Okay. I'm just public service announcement is all I'm about right now. Hey, look who we got here. Hey, there we go. We got Photo Me Ike up in here. I try to buy local every chance I get. I love having a local camera store that hires people that love photography as much as I do, as well as having the gear I can use and test before buying it. Hey, man, I couldn't set it better. Absolutely. And that's one of the best things. You can't get that from Amazon. You can't get that from Best Buy. You can't get that touch and try it. And also honest, great experience, because a lot of those people at the mom and pop shops have seen returns. They've seen complaints. They know how to give you the right suggestion, because they don't want you to return it. They want you to be happy with it. So there you go. There we go. Look at that. David says, we have 3 camera stores in Calgary, not including the big box stores. That's phenomenal, bro. But you know what? You're in Canada and we are not, unfortunately. Okay. But you know what? Right here in Oakland, we have Looking Glass. We got Mike's Camera. Mike's Camera has 4 stores in the Bay Area. We got Looking Glass. There's a couple. There's one in San Rafael. There's a few of them for sure, but they're kind of sparsed out, and they've been getting robbed lately. A lot of them, unfortunately. Drunk Wedding Photographer says, I worked at camera shops for 10 years. Ritz and Sammy's Camera being 2 of them. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, the store I worked at, Mike's Camera, used to be a Ritz, and then they sold it and Mike's Camera bought it. So shout out to them. Photo Me Ike comes back in. I used to sell cameras in the photo department for Circuit City. I could tell you for certain the people at the big box chains don't know what the they're talking about. There you go. Because I didn't at the time myself. Oh, shoot. Okay. Shout out to you, bro. You got to fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? I know. Hey, man. I don't know how to dance salsa, but I could stay on rhythm. So shoot, fake it till you make it. Vic says, we have 2 shops in Orlando. That's what's up. And he says, I used to work the photo lab in Ritz back in the day. Look at that. Shout out to Ritz. Shout out to Ritz. Yeah, I know, right? And now, I bet no one would believe you now if you said it, that you didn't know what you're doing. Photo Me Ike. So, all right. So with let's see here. That's hilarious. And that's the thing. It's like, I understand that, like, the strategies, like, hey, we're gonna bring manufacturing back and this, that, and the third. But I think we've already crossed that line as to what kind of economy, that they wanted to present for America. Was it 25 years ago, and make us more of a consumer-based economy? And that's all great and all. We have serious buying power. Obviously, all of us own multi-thousand-dollar camera gear. Like, got it. But to pivot and make us a hardcore manufacturer, not that it's impossible, it would take a lot of time, a hell of a lot of money, and the cost of it. In the long run, I don't think that's it, the tariffs are going to stick. I just don't see it. I honestly think when Trump is out of office, even conservatives are going to be like, look, we tried it. We went along to get along, but let's go back to where things were a little normal, and they're all not all out trying to gun and shoot us down because Trump doesn't have to run for reelection again. He's done. He's done. So the rest of them got to stay and get reelected. So I think they're going to calm down with a lot of that. I think a lot of this is just a lot of hot air, and he's going to do what he does. But we just got to hang in tight, stay true, keep doing what we do. That's just my thing. Robert, your latest images were mind blowing, amazing. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me see if I got I think Randy Savage may agree with you. I think he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he agrees. Thank you so much. Photomiag says, in fact, my bosses would prefer me to see certain brands over others because the company got a higher profit. Oh, look at that. See, that's what big box chains are going to give you. They're just looking for the profit. They're not looking for you to enjoy the process and really get into photography because this is an expensive hobby, right? And I know a lot of people who bought good cameras that were way out of their league, and now it's collecting dust. So that's a great point, man. That's a real great point. Mark Man says, and culture change in America. Yeah, our culture has changed. We love buying shit. When we go to other countries, they know we're bringing the money. We're a consumer-based economy, and that's all good. But it's like we just want to make sure that we're still winning. We're winning in other areas, right? Vic says, I'd buy a cam made in America, but the time that happens, we will be doing holographic video. No, you're right about that. You're absolutely right. I think that if they have I don't know, if it's like maybe they pay a different kind of a tax. I don't know, something where in which if you do business here, but in a certain way, because I don't know, I'm not that of an expert. Okay, I'm still trying to understand light and shadow here, but I wish to figure this shit out. So say for example, you wanted a camera that was great for video. Instead of selling you a VX3 or R5C, I'd be encouraged to maybe sell you a Leica Q2. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'd be sitting there when I see, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, that sounds like a cool camera. And when I look at the price tag, I'm just gonna stare at you, Mike. I'm gonna be looking like this. Screw that. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, I'm guessing the customer you're talking about that you would have to suggest that to is like a high school kid. Trying to tell his parents, it's a great camera. He'll be great. He'll be the next Ansel Adams with this thing. So that's funny. Let me turn on this light a little bit. There we go. Kind of like Sony YouTubers, like, yeah, 100%. Oh, geez. Exactly. I see what you did there, Mark. Yeah, and then let's see. All right. Now, let's see if I have anything else up here. I'm just let me see. No, that is it. We covered everything. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so proud of us. John says, getting my GFX RF any day for my wife and I. Ooh, sounds super fun. That's great, man. Congrats. That's awesome. My package got delayed. It was supposed to be here today for that Sue-Ray lens, right? For this bad boy, right? Is it? Oh, okay. Let me see here. For this got delayed, but it'll arrive tomorrow. So if you're following me on Instagram, following me on YouTube, I'm definitely going to make a quick short video opening up this box with these set of lenses. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Things are And yes, Z mount. All my Z mount users out there, they got the set for you, waiting for you, brother. Oh, wee. So yeah, stay tuned tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be dropping that quick little video for that, how it's going to work. Okay, let's see. You're flying through the comments today, son. Yay. You know what? I'm going to get a blister right here because I'm using my trackpad on my MacBook Pro and I'm sitting there spinning so quick. If I'm ever looking down, guys, it's not that I want you to look at my shiny forehead and my gray hairline. It's because I'm looking at your comments and I'm controlling the computer. So just FYI. Okay. Look at my. Hey, look at the. Let's see here. Suri lenses or set of lenses. I would just get me personally, I get the whole set, but I do more filmmaking as well as photos. So, if you're gonna get one, get them all. I think it's a little cheaper too. I think shoot, I forgot what they are each individually. Individually, they are 650, 650. Yeah, they're 650 each, or 3 for 18.99. I guess it all works out to be the same. Whatever. Whatever's your pleasure. Okay. Whatever's your pleasure. That's the way I look at it. Me, I just went for the whole thing because they are coming out with I believe a 15 mil and a 75 mil cine lens, a T2.4. So that will be available soon enough. So then I'll have a 5 lens, a cine lens kit that could fit Z mount and L mount. So that's what I'm really excited about. To tell you the truth, I'm gonna nerd out seriously. Mark Man says I kind of want the Nisi lenses, but I will. Oh, look at the Suri. Hey, I'm telling you, the thing's bad. Never steered me wrong. Hey, thanks, brother, man. I'm not gonna. Hey, I put my money where my mouth is. I bought the whole set. I'll tell you. I'm gonna message you. I'll let you know what my experience is so far of that set of lenses. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Suri makes really good. I have the hold on, guys. Here is Jesus. It's a one-man show here, guys. So I'm building the ship as I sail it, I tell you. All right, so this is the first Suri, my adapter, anamorphic 50 mil T2.9 lens I got during the this is the first Kickstarter from Suri during the lockdown, and I bought this lens. Awesome lens. It's big, but it's great. It's a great cine lens. It's attached to my S5 Mark II. Freaking awesome. Okay, let me see here. You guys can see the front element. Get that anamorphic glow, and it's a 50 mil. Man, I love it. So I had a great experience with that lens, and that's why when they came out with this set of full frame lenses, I bought them immediately. I was like, hell yeah, I'm on it. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not going to tell you something and I didn't go ahead, and do it. And anywho, Mark Man says, thinking about the 8514. Oh yeah, they have that autofocus one. I would really like to get my hands on that one. And it's a real good price too. I think it's like 500 something bucks. I wish I knew how to shoot video. Hey man, you're still alive, take it one day at a time. You'll be good. Is video and cine the same thing? Well, the lenses are way different, from our still photography lenses compared to the cine lenses. There's no autofocus, right? You could get good cine lenses for way cheaper than, you'll get a good, Nisi lenses for $1,000, maybe $2,000. And it's way cheaper than that are optically really great lenses, but like cheaper than mirrorless lenses. The other thing is that you have these gears, and it's all manual focus. So you have your iris or your aperture, your t-stops right here, and then you have your focusing right there. Anyway, it's like so you have those teeth. So there's just like some physical differences, obviously. And they measure by T-stops versus S-stops. So it's a very more accurate amount of measurement of light hitting that sensor. Markman says, like, will all things just have to start and be patient with the learning process? Absolutely. Trust the process. Trust the process. Come on now. I got more into video the past couple of years, and I absolutely love the process. It's so much more challenging, and I like the challenge. I like that you have to worry about audio. You have to worry about composition, movement. Lighting is a lot. Video lighting matters way more than in photography, because you can't just up the shutter speed to kill the light. You have to get an ND filter and you have to work that. It's such a great challenge. I love the process of video. So anyway, we are winding down, everybody. You already know what time it is. My girlfriend's already upset with me. She's going to tell me, I told you so. You are not going to end the stream at 6 p.m. And I'm going to say, you're right. Okay. It is what it is. All right. Hey, everybody. I really appreciate you all tuning into my live stream. Please smash that like button. Come on now, people. All right. Last time I checked, to like, share, and subscribe is free $99. So go ahead and do just that. Subscribe and all that good stuff. Make sure you hit that bell icon, because I will be going live again next week, right here, same time, same bat place, same bat time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And hey, man, thank you so much for checking in. Really appreciate it. Love your work. Love your channel. Keep it up, brother. We got to link up sometime, man. Craig C says, smart man, you're right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, brother. And gracias, Roberto. Thank you, Vic. Really appreciate it. Appreciate your support as always. And thank you, Rob. Great stream. Thank you, Craig. And Mark, man, you already know, brother. I got you, and I'll message you soon enough, okay? With all that said, last but not least, please make sure you go ahead and where's my banner? Whoops. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on all the socials, please. Okay, don't be cheap. Okay, Instagram, Threads, wherever you're at, just come follow. I'll follow you back. All right. With all that said, oh, let me see here. Oh, another good. Thank you so much, man. And I thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You inspire me to keep pushing. I'm gonna hit 150K soon enough. All right. So shout out to you and all the great work you've been up to. Thank you so much. And Markman says, have a blessed week, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Until next time, you already know, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you, everybody.